Hello, everyone. Welcome to our second podcast. My name is Pablo, and let me introduce to my classmates. We have Brian, we
Hello.
have Angel, Jose, Sophie, and Anna. Today, guys, we're going to talk for a new topic. It's really interesting. We have some people that are experts on this new topic. So we're talking about for advantage and disadvantage for being a teacher. Actually, we have different point of views because some of us we decide to start to study this new career, profesorado en idioma inglés. We don't have the experience, but we want to be teachers to help other peoples to learn English because we know that when you learn English, you're going to have new benefits. A lot of doors is going to be open for you. So we're going to start for that. For example, what did you decide to start to learn English, guys?
I would like to share with you that I'm not a teacher, but I discovered how much I love teaching because I remember that I had a friend, and this friend had a teenager in that time. And she told me that he was struggling with his English class and that he needed some help. And she asked me for that. But I told her that I wasn't a teacher, but I did it. And when I realized I had 13 teenagers at home teaching English. So then I have the opportunity to teach English for preschool. And then I have been teaching English because I love it. So I know that it's necessary to have the enough knowledge to use different tools in order to teach. But believe me, I think that the teaching job from the heart. You do it because you love it, you do it because you like it, and also because you can help others. Maybe you don't have the full career, but if you know how to transmit or convey the knowledge, this is enough.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Hannah. So, someone else that would you like the experience? What did you decide to start to learn English, or why did you decide to become a teacher?
Yeah, actually, I would like to share my experience. Well, I started to learn English because I was having I don't know I was having a lot of questions in my life. I was studying another career before, and it was something that I didn't really like. So that's why I started looking for a job. But yeah, it was very difficult to find a job. So I found English as a way to find a job. So I started looking for a scholarship at Intecap. Yeah, to be honest, I started learning English there. It was a pretty good course that I took. In that course, I just found out that I really liked English, and well, I think it was something pretty cool because I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't looking for that, but I found it, and now I am happy, and that's why I decided to study this new career because I think that I really like English, and well, English opens you like a lot of windows. So there is so much you can do with English. It's not just to work at a call center as a lot of people think. So yeah, that's why I started learning English.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Angel. So, how many of you guys are working as a teacher now? I think that we have Brian, Sophie, and Anna. What you can share with us about for the experience of being a teacher?
Well, it's not easy. It's not easy being a teacher. Well, I haven't been an English teacher, just like for little short times, but it's really hard to be a teacher. It's maybe the most tiring of the part of being a teacher is that you don't end your work in the school. You always have to carry work to home, and still keep working at your house, and that's really tiring. And talk with the parents, treat with the parents. That's a really hard thing because they don't understand the learning part, and the teaching part. So they are not professionals in the area, so they don't understand what you do to help their kids, and that's really really hard of being a teacher.
What about you, Sophie? Thank you very much, Brian.
Well, at the beginning, it was a really difficult situation to me because I hadn't any experience teaching. So I started because I received a call from a friend of mine, and she told me that in the school where she was working, um, they needed an English teacher. And I told her, well, first, I'm still studying English, and second, I'm not a teacher. But she told me that they really needed a teacher, so I said yes. She told me just go to the interview and let's see what will happen. And I said okay, it's okay. And I passed the interview and I started working, and it was really difficult. I started teaching English to kids from 4 years to 6 years. So it was crazy. The first, um, I think that the first days of the month, I, I used to go to the bathroom and I started crying because I was really frustrated about uh, not to teach English, about how to manage the student, how to give the instructions, and the little kids notice that you don't have any experience and they take advantage of it. But that's part of the experience. Then, well, in that job, I realized that I really love teaching, and most of it I really love teaching English because I really love languages. So that was my first step in this, and I continued studying English more and more, and then um, I I was there, or I was working, or I worked there like for only 6 months, but it was at the end. At the end, it was amazing. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. So that's an amazing experience. Now I am teaching to high school and middle school, and that is a completely new experience. Now I am learning again because this is the first time that I'm teaching English to the oldest ones, to the oldest one, and I really love it. There are so many disadvantages because they are, but the things that makes me continue here in this field is the love that the students show to us, and the gratitude that they show to us, and notice how they learn. That is fantastic. That's amazing, and that makes me feel happy. So that is what I want. That is what I can share to you today.
Okay,
You,
thank you
you
very
know,
much,
you know,
Sophie.
one of the most difficult levels to start teaching is actually that preschool. So they were throwing you to lions, because kids are really difficult to teach. You have to be really methodic and be really structured and organized, because even if there is a kind of chaos in the classroom, you need or you have to direct the kids in your direction, so even if you let them be free by teaching and playing or doing something else, you always have to let them know that you are in charge and that you are like taking the lead in the teaching, so that's really difficult to start teaching. You should
Yes,
try
it
in
is,
other level.
and I well, if you're teacher for the little ones, you must be energetic, and I'm not energetic. So it was a challenge. It was a really challenge for me. And now that I'm with the older one, I am enjoying this because they are more independent. And I don't need to say like stand up, sing with me, or doing something or things like that because well,
Yeah.
it's different, and I'm enjoying more this stage. But it's
Yeah.
great to work with little ones as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
I
I
think
should,
that for the comments that you said, I think that the little ones is going to boring really fast. So you need to have to a lot of activities to do so they can continue keep the attention about for the class. And what about you, Jose? Do you have any experience teaching, or what did you decide to try to be in a teacher?
yeah, I became a teacher like 6 months ago. My brother
Okay.
needed a help in his company, and I decided to teach sports, but for little ones, they are from 2 years old to 5 years old. And like Sophie said before, you have to be energetic. You have to transmit that energy to them because, like you said, Pablo, they get bored very fast. So you have to do a lot of activities in less in in less time. You don't have a lot of time. Like we our classes are for 45 minutes, and we have to do like 20 20 activities in those 45 minutes because if we don't do a lot of things, they get bored and they go to their parents, or they start to cry because yeah, it's very difficult to work with toddlers. But yeah, it's a good experience because they also transmit to us their energy because you know that they transmit love because they are little ones and they don't know anything about bad things. They don't have bad thoughts. So it's a good experience for me.
Great, thank you very much, Jose, to share this experience with us. Well, actually, in my case, I'm not an expert. I'm not a teacher, but I decided to start this new challenge because when I started to learn English, I look at different word because you're going to have different opportunities. So I think that this is a good way to try to teach others to speak a new language. Of course, that doesn't mean when you speak English and when you learn English, it's going to be easy to others to learn the same information like you have. Everything is about how you have to teach, how to get the knowledge, how to take the techniques to try to provide that information to others. So I think that this is a new challenge for me, in my personal opinion, to try to help other people. Because when you are a bilingual person, it doesn't matter what type of work that you're going to do. It's in our days something that is necessary, I think, that you're going to get new opportunities, better incomes as well. So I think that this is a new challenge, and this is why I decided to start this new career in my life.
Nice.
So Hannah, I don't know if would you like to share something else, like you said at the beginning that you don't want to be a teacher or something like that, but a friend asked you for help. After that, how do you feel, and why do you decide to continue in this career?
As I shared with you before, I love teaching. For me, it's something, it is amazing when I am teaching to my students. And sometimes they say English is so difficult, but I like to teach them in an easy way so they can have fun and they can learn. And for me, it is amazing when I see when they are able to hold a conversation. I feel so happy. And that is why I continue teaching. I love teaching, but sometimes I think that we have a lot of paperwork to do and it takes a lot of time. So maybe we finish working at 4 hours a day if we have a part-time shift, but then we have to plan another 4 hours. So it is a lot of time. People most of the time see that the teachers only work 4 hours a day, 8 hours a day, but sometimes we have to work until midnight, and it is very hard. It is a lot of work to do, and this is the part that I don't like that much. But the part that refers to teaching, I love that part. So that is why I continue, because I know that I can help others um, to be able to speak this language.
Okay, awesome. So just to get a conclusion, guys, because as you know, we have a different point of view. We have some experts that nowadays are teaching English, or there are some tips or knowledge that you have to know if you looking to start this type of profession. So what do you think at the end that it could be the advantage or disadvantage to be a teacher?
Well, advantage is that you learn more teaching. You know, you can improve your knowledge by teaching. That's one advantage.
Awesome. And one of disadvantage, what it could be?
Well, as
Time.
Anna mentioned, maybe making the plans. Uh, Making the plans is really difficult because it is not only writing well. This day I'm going to teach verb to be. No, because we need to find strategies, activities, exercises, and many other things. And there is not only one topic. And if we have not only one grade, but as in my case, I have from 7th to 11th grade, I have 5 grades. So I have to plan 5 grades, and that's a lot. And also, I teach a little of French, and I teach that from kindergarten to 11th grade. So those are 13 grades. that's a lot to do. So maybe not only teaching, and sometimes people think that teaching is only stay there in front of the class and say like this, that, and do this, and that's all. But it's much more than that. And also, we are with humans, so we need to be really careful with the words we say, because we are the example for them, and they are learning not only what we are teaching. I'm sorry, they are not they are not only learning English, but they are also learning from our attitude or how we think. And sometimes nowadays that we are virtual, it is tired standing the whole day in front of a screen. And when it was face to face, standing stand up all the time, it was really tired. And sometimes, as Brian said before, many times parents don't understand the job, and they sometimes get angry with the teachers because of a bad grade or for a bad attitude. And it's not only our part.
Yes, not
It
your
is
fault.
a compromise, a team job with the student, with the teacher, with the parent. So it is more complicated than just teach. So teach is only like the first part or the front part, but behind it there are many things.
Yeah.
So maybe that, and the salary. I had to mention it. Sorry,
Yeah.
it is low. And
About the income.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's the most important profession, and the worst paid. You know, from my perspective. You know, it's the most important and the worst paid salary.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for the being really honest with us, guys. After to hear that, Jose, Angel, do you think that it's good to continue and try to be a teacher?
Well, yeah. To be honest with you, I'm not starting like this career for a salary. I'm starting this because I think I'm really liking it, and I feel happy with it. So to be honest, I'm going to continue just because I like it. So in the future, I will see what I will do regarding the incomes. I don't know, but yeah, I think it's a good idea because, as all my classmates said, we are going to learn a lot by teaching as well, and that's very important because not only them grow, yeah, but we grow as well. So it's very important to keep learning and keep learning. So yeah, I think it's a good idea to keep studying this, and I hope in 2 years I keep thinking the same way.
That's great,
Nice.
awesome. What about you, Jose?
Yeah, I think as same as Angel, I really like this language and I want to continue studying this career because I think that it's important to help other people. You know that there are many opportunities in this country, and I really want to do a change, or I want to be a part of this change, and I think that by teaching English, I can change, or I can help my country. I I think.
Good, good, thanks. Well, actually, in my opinion, of course, that I'm going to continue because in all of the times we know that there is no a perfect job. However, when you love what are you doing, you don't feel like a job. So I think that this is the most important thing when you decide to become a teacher, because this is not about for the incomes or the salary that you're going to receive. This is like my the teammates said. The best reward is about for the feelings for your student, that they're going to have a great attitude. They're going to be really grateful about for all things that you do, for all the effort. So, guys, if you are looking to change for a job or you're looking for being a teacher, we hope that all these really honest concepts, information that we provide you is going to help you before to take a decision. So, for us, we appreciate it for your time, guys. Please continue following us, and thank you very much for hearing us and watching us. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Bye
Bye.
bye.